But the laughing. I cannot see you laughing. Oh my goodness. Okay.
Oh, there we are. Welcome to Comedy 101.
Yes, Comedy 101, people. Oh, we want to apologize. We are just only human beings to commit mistake.
Daniel's slow on the button tonight.
Yes, the button. Where are you? So I cannot see it. But anyway, welcome
I guess,
to.
but you can't guess what we're going to talk about.
Yes, guess what? It's already on the screen.
I
So,
know it's on the screen.
guess what? Okay,
We're going to
so
talk about Mr. Bean.
bean. Oh, there's
Yeah,
an
so we're going to
echo.
talk about the Rowan Atkinson, but specifically we're going to talk about the show Mr. Bean from
Mm-hmm.
his live action show, which mostly happened in 1990 to 1992, but it spans from 1990 to 1995 because of a couple specials after the fact. So they say the official run is from 90 to 95, but the reality is most of them were shot 90 and
1990s.
92. Yeah.
Oh
So
my god.
now the funny thing is, I did a little bit of research and so forth that I'm going to draw from on this, and I'll give you a little bit of trivia, but it's all based on Mr. Bean. So Rowan Atkinson had a career before this. He was on, I think it was Not the 9 o'clock News show in Britain,
Nine
as
o'clock
well.
news. An anchor?
Not the 9 o'clock News is what it's called. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it
Oh
was a
wow.
spoof on the news, but anyway, he came up with an idea for Mr. Bean, and he actually did it at in Montreal, Canada
Oh
first.
wow.
So
First.
there used to be, I don't know, it's probably still happening. I haven't looked into it, but there's a festival called the Just for Laughs Festival in Montreal every year, and so he was one of the performers, and he specifically asked for a French speaking audience, and he did his bit for Mr. Bean to see if everybody would laugh at it because it was a totally physical comedy and not really a lot of no language, right? He didn't really speak very
Mm-hmm.
much. They
Yes.
call him the man with no words because most people remember Mr. Bean where he goes, "Mm, ah." He makes
Mm-hmm.
noises, right? He doesn't ever
Mm-hmm.
actually say words. But
But
if you watch the first episode of the Mr. Bean series, he actually talks,
true.
but only a little bit.
Not that
He
much.
goes, but he has a funny voice because he's like, I studied the trigonometry. And so then he says, Mommy. He says very few words, but he actually does talk in the first episode. But after the first episode, he doesn't really talk anymore. And so I think I don't really, I don't have any insight into this, but my guess is that that was like a pilot. And so they decided after the pilot, like, we're just not going to have him talk anymore. We'll just have him make noises because he did a lot of noises in that first episode as well. But um, he, uh, but in the first episode, he does talk. He does talk to somebody in complete sentences, very abbreviated and very funny, weird voice, but he does talk.
Mm-hmm.
So, the genius of Mr. Bean obviously is the fact that you don't need to necessarily know a language to understand what's going on because it's all very physical comedy, right?
Yes.
And
It's so
so
funny, even
he's,
there's no words
yeah.
at all.
Now, Rowan Atkinson says that he actually made the character while he was going to school at Oxford, but never really brought him forth until the Just for Laughs Comedy Festival in 1987. And he drew upon silent comedians like Charlie Chaplin, but his big influence was a French comedian whose name I'm going to get this wrong, I'm sure, but his name was Jacques Tati,
Chatterjee.
Tati,
Parlez
because he
français.
did a non-speaking character in his comedy, and so it was a lot of vignettes where things happened that were funny. And um and so then he also, when he put together Mr. Bean, obviously Mr. Bean has a certain look.
Mm-hmm.
He always wears a tweed jacket. He always has a red tie. He always has brown trousers for the most part. And he lives in a very small apartment, right? A
And the
flat
teddy bear.
and a teddy bear, right? And he has a few props, right? Teddy bear and so forth.
Mm-hmm.
His teddy bear, he's got his car, right?
Yes, and
The
car,
funny thing
yes.
is, actually, his first car was a different color.
Oh, yes, I think I remember blue or green. I
His
remember
first
green.
Mini was green
Green, yes.
with black, and his the one that everybody remembers is the orange one. Uh,
Oh, yeah,
oh
yeah,
no,
yeah.
I'm sorry. The one everybody remembers is the green one, and the
The
one that
green,
he
yes.
started was with the orange one. He had an orange
Mm-hmm.
one in the first show that he wrecks, and then
Correct,
he
yes.
from then on he has a green one with the black stripe on it. So, but the funny thing is, actually, both cars had the padlock on the door to where he padlocked the door shut. So,
Can you imagine? You're gonna pad like your Volkswagen. Is it
yeah,
Volkswagen?
no, it's a Mini
That's a
Cooper.
mini. Ah, okay.
Yeah. Now, what people
I
may
hear
not
it's the green
remember
one.
is there's actually a rival car that's in several episodes, and it's a blue Reliant Regal, which is the little three-wheeled car. And he
Mm,
encounters because Mr. Bean drives like a madman.
yes.
That's one of the things. And then he encounters that blue car several times on the original show. So it's a recurring character in the show, oddly enough. And then he also has a girlfriend. Her name's Irma Gobb, but she's only in a couple of episodes as well. Um, so
Episodes. Yeah.
the the if there was such a thing as a formula for Mr. Bean, you could call it a child in a grown man's body solving simple everyday problems through absurdly complex self-sabotaging schemes like getting dressed while
Yes.
driving, or there's one where he's trying to eat a candy in church but not make too much noise with a wrapper and everything, and so it all
Mm-hmm.
goes haywire for him. Now, do you want to guess how many episodes? And we talked about this last week, so you'll probably get it right. But how many episodes of the
Yes.
Mr. Bean TV series there was, the live action one?
Live action, if I remember. Is it 10? Is
Close.
it
It's
10?
14. There are 14
14.
25-minute episodes, and I'll read off the
See?
names real quick for you. The first one is called Mr.
Okay.
Bean. Then there was The
Mm.
Return of Mr. Bean, The Curse of Mr.
The Return of
Bean,
Mr. Bean.
Mr. Bean
Okay.
Goes to Town, The Trouble with Mr. Bean, Mr. Bean Rides Again, Merry Christmas, Mr. Bean, Mr. Bean in Room 426, Do It Yourself, Mr. Bean, Mind the Baby, Mr. Bean, Back to School, Mr. Bean, Tee Off,
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Bean, Good Night, Mr. Bean, and then the last one is Hair by Mr. Bean of London. So there's not
Hair episodes.
a lot of episodes exactly. It's very few and far between now, but every one of them is
Amazing.
just yeah, it's funny, right? The setup and the scenario is for each one of them is very interesting. I guess we'll put it
Mm,
that way,
yes.
right?
Yes.
So, but there's only 14. But everybody, if you ask them about Mr. Bean, whenever we talked about this after recording last time, you thought there was just hundreds of these things.
Yes, I thought it's like what? Oh my goodness. It's like thousand and thousand of episodes. And I found out it's only 14 episodes.
I know.
My
So
goodness.
it's weird that the that he's gotten so much
The
play out
legacy.
of just these
Yes.
14 episodes. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
And the British shows typically they do like 6 episodes for a season. So
Yes.
he basically did 6 episodes. He did a Christmas special, and then he did 6 more episodes and another special, and that's the whole. That's it. But they played over and over and over and over again.
And
And
it's
I
so
think the fact that
funny.
most of them are
Mm.
not, it's not one narrative show. It's usually like, for instance, we'll just go with the first show. It's There's 3 vignettes. So he's
Mm-hmm.
taking an exam. He goes to the beach and is going to go, change his clothes at the beach, and then he goes to church, and that's it. That's the whole first episode is those three vignettes. And so in between they have a little thing where he's driving around, and that's where the Robin Reliant comes in, where he runs him off the road and tips him over and all kinds of stuff. But that's like little in between pieces for those three vignettes. But he makes the most of it, which is amazing that he's able to do that with so little.
Mm.
It's not an overly complex kind of a situation. It's basically, what if you put somebody who doesn't know how to act in public
Yes.
doing something, right? So
Mm-hmm.
now if you think about Mr. Bean, he comes down in uh, a beam of light on the street at the beginning of the show,
Yes, I mean,
and
like.
and so and that becomes like an iconic thing. And the funny thing is that they say that Mr. Bean is actually an alien in human form, and that literally gets beamed down from the ship for the episode, and then has to go and be in public, and that's why he acts so strangely, is because he really doesn't know how to act as a human.
Mm-hmm. The idea
Now,
is so hilarious.
yeah. Now, did you know that Mr. Bean, when they started making it, he didn't actually call him Mr. Bean.
Mm.
He The original name that he was going to go with was Mr. Cauliflower.
Cauliflower. I think Mr. Bean is the better one.
Well, yeah, then they hit upon Mr. Bean, and they said, okay, Mr. Bean's the name. We're not going to do Mr. Cauliflower.
Mm-hmm.
But the
Okay.
interesting thing is that Rowan Atkinson, when he was going to Oxford, he got his master's degree in electrical engineering, which is a pretty tough subject. And he's a really smart guy. And it's kind of a funny juxtaposition that Mr. Bean is kind of a very dim character, but it comes out of the mind of somebody who's, you know, on a genius level with their abilities. And so, that's kind of a weird dichotomy there with Rowan Atkinson and Mr. Bean,
Yes.
in the between the two, right? So
Mm-hmm.
the uh, other piece of trivia is his girlfriend Irma Gobb only appears in 3 episodes. She's in Merry Christmas, Mr. Bean,
The
as his
turkey.
girlfriend. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and then she does come back into the animated show, which we may get into at some point. But that's yeah, making the turkey and so forth, which is your favorite apparently.
Yes. The turkey itself. Oh my goodness. Getting the hammer and then taking
Uh-huh.
it out the turkey. Ah, it's awesome. It's priceless. Even you
Now the
watch it every time.
opening of Mr. Bean is actually in Latin. I don't
Mm.
know if people know this. It's a
What
choral
is it?
chant sequence where when he descends down from the beam of light, it translates to Ecce homo q es faba,
Mm.
which means behold the man who is a bean.
Truly a
A little
bean.
bit of an in joke there, right? So,
Mm-hmm. Truly, truly a bean. So hilarious.
but he's gotten so much. What do you want to say? Out of this character, which is amazing. So really, if you think about it, he generally does 3 things per episode. So if we have 14 episodes times 3, what's that? 30, 42
Mm.
ish
Village
vignettes.
episode,
So
yes.
that's why I think everybody thinks there's more, because each
Yeah.
vignette
I
feels
think
like
it's
its
like
own show.
hundreds.
Yeah, but it's
Mm.
only 14 episodes with 42 vignettes total. So it's
Plus the movie
interesting.
itself too. Yeah, plus
Well,
the
then
movies
yeah, he
itself
goes
and the
on the movie, and
cartoons.
then yeah, and then they got the
The,
cartoons now, so they do probably have hundreds at this point. But it all started from 14 episodes on uh,
the original.
television, yeah, on British
Mm.
television. The I'm trying to think of some other things. Now, I watched the first episode
Okay.
recently,
Was it the
and
first episode, Mr. Bob? What's the title? Mr. B went to town.
it's just called Mr. Bean,
Oh.
and this is the one where he talks, and he starts out. he drives his mini to
Minivan.
yeah, it's a little mini car to the to take an exam, and this is where he actually talks.
Oh, okay.
And so
Mm-hmm.
he goes in to take his exam, and he does a lot of like sight gags. So he does a thing, when he gets there, he sits down next to this guy, and there the guy gets out his pens, and he's lines up a couple of pens and pencils on the table, getting ready for the exam. And then Mr. Bean pulls out one, and then another, and then another, and then a handful, and he's got all these pens everywhere. Like he can't be outdone,
Mm.
and it's just ridiculous. Same kind of thing. And then he realizes he doesn't know the answers, and he tries to cheat off this guy, and it's just constantly escalating his uh, attempts to cheat, which are very funny because he's very overt about it, and so forth. But it it but he does talk. He talks about what the exam's about. He talks about to the guy
That's the
about
first episode.
yeah, the very
Mm-hmm.
first episode, which I that's why I think it's kind of separate, because after that he didn't really talk too much. He didn't really talk in the other vignettes, only in that first vignette. Um, so
Mm.
the second one was where he went to go to the beach and change his clothes, and he gets all the way down these stairs, and he's on the level of the beach, and he's still in his little suit. And then there's a guy sitting there, and he like doesn't want to change his clothes in front of him. And then he does what is a masterful way of taking off his clothes without exposing himself, which was it's quite a contortion. Mr. Bean's really not. Everybody thinks of him as very innocent and so forth, but that was really kind of risque in a way,
Mm-hmm.
because
Mm-hmm.
he did. He's got to take off of his pants, and he puts his swimsuit on over his pants, and then he takes his pants off underneath his swimsuit without exposing himself,
Mm.
which was it's a wild to watch. But anyway, it's also kind of risque. And then it comes to find out that the guy down at the beach was blind,
Yes.
so it didn't matter. And then the
Mr.
last
Bean is a.
vignette from the first episode was Mr. Bean goes to church for some reason,
Mm.
and he wants to, he has to blow his nose, but he doesn't have a handkerchief,
Yes.
and that gets out of control, and he blows his nose in his pocket, and then he wants to get a piece of candy that he has in his pocket, but not make noise with the wrapper because everybody's giving him looks, shh, it's church, and it just everything
Quiet.
escalates. But they're all very. The funny thing is they're very innocent yet very
Funny.
absurd,
Mm.
and also sometimes a little bit rebellious. If you think about the changing your clothes, cheating on the test, he's not a straight shooter kind of person. He doesn't mind doing things that he knows he's not supposed to be doing.
True.
Right?
Yes. I remember in the queue. Yes, in
Mm-hmm.
the I think they are in the clinic or something.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think five. I think he's the last in the queue, and then after that he saw this child and the mother. And
Mm-hmm.
what he did, he took the teddy bear and I think threw it out. And for sure, the child will take it out and said, "Oh, mommy, mommy, take this," just to go to the queue. I remember that
Uh-huh.
one. It's so funny,
He's
hilarious.
such a he's got such an odd way in dealing with life that
Yes.
everybody, because he's very subversive in an innocent way. And I think that's
Mm,
part of the beauty of Mr. Bean is that he is, he does want to cheat. He does want to get ahead, but he doesn't want it to be overt. He wants to
yes.
try to make it look like he's doing the right thing, but the reality is that he's doing the wrong thing, like cheating on the exam, or like, having his candy in church, or, changing his clothes at the beach. It's all very um, unusual and somewhat subversive
Mm.
in a way. But yeah, so I mean, I think uh, we'll probably do some more vignettes with Mr.
Mr.
Bean
Bean, yes.
episodes in the future. But I kind of wanted to do a quick overview of all these things that are there, kind of as a primer. If you've never seen Mr. Bean, you probably should. He's got kind of a
Yes.
unique perspective on comedy. It's very broad comedy, but it's also very, um, pointed. Right? It makes fun
Mm.
of the church thing.
Reality.
Everybody, you can't do. You got to follow what everybody else is doing. You can't do your own thing. You have to, in the exam, you have to be focused on the exam and be a good person, or so there's not there is subversion in all of this, but it's not overt subversion. So it's kind of interesting.
So, Mr. Bob, do you think the technique of Mr. Bean as a comedian is totally unique?
No, actually, I don't think so. I think that the outcome is unique,
Mm-hmm.
but he's doing the same thing that Charlie Chaplin did, that Laurel and Hardy did, that obviously the Tati, I'm blanking on his name now, Francois Tati,
Mm-hmm.
uh, Jacques Tati. He's doing the same thing that they all did with silent comedy. I think the difference is that he's been able to put a spin on it that seems, for the time, to be totally unique. But if you were to look at each one of those characters, even Fatty Arbuckle, who was, got in trouble and so forth, they're all, kind of, the little, uh, a, very much like this, right? So if you think about Charlie Chaplin, he's the little tramp, right? So he's the sweet, endearing guy, but the reality is that he also is doing things wrong. But you don't get mad at him because, bless you.
Thank you.
But you don't get mad at him because he's so endearing, right? So he's so cute in how he handles it that you don't care. He's just like a little cute kid, where the little cute kid, picks his nose and wipes his boogers on his neighbor's jacket, and you're
Yeah.
like, oh, that kid, he shouldn't be doing that, but he's so cute that he just gets away with it. And I think it's time and again that this happens, and I think it just so happened back in the early 90s we didn't have a lot of that going
Yes.
on at that time. Everybody at that time was being a little more rebellious. If you think about comedy during that time period, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is the time period of Andrew Dice Clay and
Yes.
Sam Kinison, right? So these
Yeah.
guys were like in your face, and Mr. Bean was just the cutest character, and he's subversive without being abrasive. And
Yes.
so yeah, I don't think it's totally. I mean, the funny thing is everybody says, "Oh, this is totally original and everything," but if you think about it, it's not. It's just that,
Copycat.
yeah. But for the time period, wasn't a lot of that going on, and so it became original again, if that
Yes.
makes sense.
True.
Yeah,
It's
and
just like.
still is, and still
Mm-hmm.
is. I mean, there's not a lot of characters like him even today, right? We can you and I could probably not even name one
Yes.
who's that kind of innocent, you know,
Mr. Bean.
scoundrel in a way.
The next Mr. Bean.
Yeah, I
Okay.
mean, maybe we're ripe for a new one, right?
Yes, for sure. And
Maybe you're the next Mr. Bean.
so, Mr. Bob, we need to do something like Mr. Bean. Let's do create. Let's do create a podcast. Let's say 14 episodes, and then that's it. We just leave it like that, and then it will
Mhm.
start like Mr. Bean. We
Like
need to
Mr.
think
Bean.
something, right? Mr. Bean. We need to think
I don't know if
something.
you can get away with it anymore. That's the thing. It's like times
Yes,
have changed, but
that's
everybody
trademark.
still likes it. It's not. Um, it's
It's
not.
authentic.
Yeah,
What do you
because
think?
it's already there and it was
Mm,
popular back then, it's still popular today. So, yeah, I don't
yes.
know. It's a good question, but yeah, you have to be, lovable little scoundrel,
Mm-hmm.
lovable little tramp,
Yes.
kind of a situation.
Even the
Exactly.
millennials, Gen Z, or what else? The other one,
Yeah,
Alpha
good.
Beta. Alpha Beta, the new one.
The alpha beta, yeah, whatever
Alpha
the alpha
Beta.
betas are.
Oh, for sure they love this, Mr.
Yeah,
Bean.
so yeah, I guess you would say, well, Mr. Bean probably is. I guess he'd be Gen
Phenomenal.
X. He'd be a Gen X. I don't know how old is Mr. Bean? Do you have any idea?
I don't know. I don't think
Let me
so.
look it up here while you were
Okay.
talking.
At the age, probably it's
I'm
70.
looking it up. Give me just a second here. We'll
Okay.
see. I have to find it.
Okay.
He was born in 1955, so he actually is a baby boomer.
A baby boomer.
Yeah.
Oh, but
So yeah,
millennials love it.
yeah.
Boomerang. Is it boomerang? What's the next baby boomerang?
So 1955. He was born on January 6th, 1955. He's got a birthday
1955.
coming up.
Okay.
He'll be what?
A
He'll be
legendary.
71, believe it or not, right?
Oh, my goodness.
55 to 25 is 70, and then he'll be 1 year over that. So there you go.
Here we go. Mr.
Mr.
Bean did a
Bean.
legacy. A legacy to the world. And we need to
Yeah,
do like that, Mr. Bob. We need to have a legacy. What do you think?
a legacy. Okay.
A
I'm thinking.
legacy. Like Mr. Bean. 14 episodes and
Well, what would
what?
you do? You're making your
Spreads like
whole
a
thing
virus.
talking. You're talking all the time. You talk constantly, Daniel. How can you be Mr. Bean? He doesn't talk hardly at all.
Thank God you are here, Mr. Bob, to support me. Thank you. And people, please do listen to our other podcast, Movie 101
Movie
Review.
101.
Yes, like Mr.
Action.
Bean.
Cut.
Can we do Mr. Bean the movie,
Yeah, if you want,
Mr.
we could
Bob,
do that.
next
I
week?
should. I watched the zombie esque movie this week. I could watch Mr. Bean next week, maybe.
Yes, why not?
I
It's
know you love Mr.
hilarious.
Bean. You're a Mr. Bean fanatic. You're gonna
Mr.
be. You
Bean,
could be
even
What would be equivalent of Bean in the
uh,
Philippines?
equivalent of Mr. Bean. It's already dead. Mr. Dolphy is a
M-
comedian. Oh
Oh,
my
he was a
gosh.
comedian. There you go.
Yes, a kid, really a comedian.
Well, what's the Filipino word for bean?
Bean is mongo, not mongo. Mongo is a kind of bean. So, well, I don't know. It's mongo. Let's say mongo.
Then you could be Mr. Mongo, and then there you
Mr.
go,
Mongo, yes. But I'm
Mr.
not
Mongo.
hilarious, Mr. Bob. I'm not hilarious like
You
you.
are hilarious. You're so funny.
Hilarious indeed. I'm trying
See,
hard, people.
I tell you, there was a Mr. Mungo right there. So if instead of just sneezing, if you would have went to extreme lengths to not sneeze, that's a Mr.
Uh-huh.
Mungo right there.
Yes,
You
Mr.
go,
Mongo, the sneeze.
uh.
And
Then
then sneeze.
hold up your finger to your nose, and you do all these faces. That's Mr. Mungo.
And then your booger comes out.
Exactly.
Oh my goodness, that's hilarious. At least Mr. Mongo is creating something. I don't know people why I created Comedy 101. I I'm not a comedian. But thank God to Mr. Bob, he's teaching me to be a comedian. A real comedian,
We're
authentic
talking about all
comedian.
kinds of good stuff. We talk about
Yes.
old
Yes.
comedians. We talk about Mr. Bean. We talked about what else we talk about? All kinds of different things.
And we
We
need
came
to
up with a
laugh.
character for you called Mr. Mungo.
Mr. Mongo. Yeah, you can call me Mr. Mongo.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. I like that, Mr. Bob. So from now on, every time we do a comedy 101, call me Mr. Mongo.
Mr. Mungo.
Yes. Okay, Mr. Bob, would you like to plug in something?
Yeah, if you want to hear some silly stories, you can always drop by staticradio.com, at Static Radio on all the socials. And then we're working on our Mr. Mungo scripts. First one was the sneeze, and then we'll probably have
Excuse.
one called Jelly Beans, where Mr.
Jelly
Mungo buy
bean.
jelly beans.
How about the turkey? I like the turkey. I
You like
want
the turkey
to.
one?
Yes.
Mr. Mungo goes to Jollibee.
Jollibee. Oh, Jollibee! I hope you will sponsor us. Jollibee!
Mr. Mungo gets a big plate of spaghetti from Jollibee.
Oh, yes. That'd
There
be
you go.
awesome. Yes. Awesome, awesome. And people, again, thank you so much for listening to all our podcasts. Movie 101 review and comedy 101. Thank you, Apple Watch, for sponsoring us. Thank you, thank you. So, Mr. Bob.
Comedy 101. Is that what you're looking for?
Yes.
Have a good night.
More to come, people. See you soon.